just hides her eyes. Policeman taps the shades instead of Chevy 69. How bizarre.
Oh.
Now, I think we're good. I think we're good way to start.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Just want to get my voice clear for the podcast.
Oh, that was amazing.
Welcome.
Do you want an intro?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I would love to.
Okay, great.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bizarre Podcast. This is our third podcast ever. My
Wow.
first. Yes. And I'm the guest, so I really... So I'm going to just go ahead and let you take it from here.
Great. So
Joe.
now
Yeah,
they
yeah,
know
yeah.
everything who you are.
Yeah.
Good. They already know your name because you said it.
Okay.
You didn't.
You did? Yeah. This is
I didn't. I definitely said my name.
Guys,
I'm-
welcome to the Bizarre Podcast. I'm so freaking loud on this
Here are
thing.
your
It's annoying.
hosts.
I'm
I'm David Keeler. This is Joe.
I'm
Ennis.
Joe.
I'm Grace. I am a guest, soon to be co-host. Today
Whoa,
is
hold
my
on.
interview.
David's getting kicked out.
Self-proclaimed interview.
Well,
No, we'll just get a fourth mic.
You
So
were
we'll
the
have
first person that we wanted to have on, but then you were like, "Great, yeah, I can do today." And then I was like, "Sweet." And then you were like, next week." And then the next week came by, and you're like, "I'm at the Nelsons," which they
Yeah.
live literally across the street
So
from me.
rule
And then you were
number
like,
one
"Sorry."
of living a lifestyle of fame is that you have to keep people guessing,
Wow. I think
Joe.
we're getting
And
a little
I
ahead of
honestly,
ourselves.
I think that could be a lesson that you could learn from me.
Oh, okay.
Just in the sense, like, you know, this is a startup podcast. Like, you know, you want it to go somewhere. And so you have to remain in power at all times. And sometimes that
Right.
means telling people no.
Oh.
So
Wow.
that's really what
are
I
you-
led
what
off.
are you wearing to the Oscars tonight?
Well, Joe, when I was there 3
My
months
Nike
ago,
Where? The Oscars were not 3
the
months ago.
Oscars. When are they? I actually don't think I've ever watched the Oscars.
They're
Oscars
tonight.
are tonight.
Oh.
That's why I asked you. Do you know what the
Oh.
Oscars are?
Yeah, of course I know what the Oscars
Who do you think's going to win
are.
Best Actor?
I think she's just now realizing that there's an award for Best Actor for the Oscars.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
Well, the only movie that I've watched in the past 6 months, I think, was A Dog's Purpose. So
I
I'm
heard
gonna
that was
guess
so
that
depressing.
it wasn't as good as I thought it was
It
gonna
looks
be.
like it was going to be terrible. which is why
It
I
looked
didn't
like
see
it was actually gonna like
all
change my life.
Dog
Like
movies
bad
are the
and sad.
worst. Like they just aren't good.
Yeah.
Have you seen Because of Winn-Dixie?
No one else has seen
It's a
that
great
movie.
That's from like
It's a
1970.
great movie.
No one else has seen that
Yeah,
movie.
no one cares about that movie.
Anna Sophia Robbs. How she got her start.
So
Good movie.
Grace is a 12 really high pro tennis player.
Super high pro tennis player.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
what
you
rank
said
are
you
you
were-
now? 2?
Super two
One?
in the world.
2?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's like
So,
12,000.
but there's 2, but then it's not 12,000. There, it's number 2, but there's a 1 before it and a 64 after it.
Oh.
So
I feel like people
But
are
there's
really
a 1 and a
confused.
2 in
yes, yeah.
there. 1
we're
is
really,
the first number.
It is
Take
the
it back
first
to
number.
the beginning. When did you start playing tennis?
Oh,
Like, tell us about
Well,
your journey to how you
my
are
journey.
here now.
Okay. I was 7.
Okay.
It
Good.
was a cold fall day.
Okay, we don't need all the details.
Oh.
Not that far back.
Okay. I was 7.
Still. Okay.
And my dad started my older sister playing tennis. We were all homeschooled, so he was
Oh.
like, "I don't want
Hey,
you."
I was homeschooled too.
I
so
was
he
homeschooled for 2
Power to
years.
the homeschoolers.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So anyway, that's not what this podcast is about. We're gonna just put that on the back shelf.
Homeschool
So
your kids, people.
yeah, makes them turn out better. So my dad just wanted us to be like girls who could actually like throw a ball and like do normal things.
Do
that
normal man things.
Do
'cause
normal-
men are normal. Do normal
He
things
wanted
that
to-
men
he-
would do.
Yes.
Girls need to do those.
Yes.
Good.
Exactly. So he wanted us to be able to do things like
So
throw a
basically, he
ball
was just
and,
mad he had girls and wished he had guys.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
So-
I feel like I'm having an epiphany right now. Like, yes, that's
so
why I
like he
started
literally
tennis.
just wanted to turn you into boys.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
That
So
makes
that didn't
sense.
work, but I did end up catching on to the tennis thing. And
Catching
now
and throwing.
catching and throwing,
Well, you
hitting.
don't throw a tennis ball.
Well, you can.
Up. And then you
But like
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah,
count
yes.
for anything. I mean,
Oh.
you know, you can throw it in the backyard. I mean, so yeah.
Oh my
So you
goodness.
started as a
And now you're
One thing led to another.
1264.
No, I'm
And
1264 in the world.
That's great.
Wow.
And you're
And-
sponsored by.
And
Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, well, I have like a package with Wilson.
Oh,
so
so
I
you like go to
almost
the
get
store
everything
and
for
buy
free.
Wilson things.
Yes, and I actually
And then
have.
they're like, "Thank you for buying Wilson."
Yes.
And then you're like, "I'm sponsored."
Yes.
I wear Wilson.
No. That's not how it works, Joe. No, they just
So-
give me a ridiculous discount on all of their stuff.
Oh,
If you
that's
So
Sponsored
you
by
have to be
them.
like top.
What hoodie are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing Nike, but I do have something.
Whoa.
I do have something fun though. I just found out as soon as you get your world ranking, you actually start to get Nike stuff at cost. So I get Nike. Okay,
You
Joe.
mean so you spend
at-
this, so you buy
at cost means
I
what
can
it
also
costs.
buy Nike at cost.
At cost means you get it for what a manufacturer is spending to
Oh, I
actually
see.
make
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
like significant. So I just found that out. So I'm actually like making my wish list
Excuse
this
me,
week
Nike.
for
I wanna
all
get
the
a
things I'm
world rank
a lot of
ordering.
things.
So I
Yeah.
can buy Nike at cost.
Yeah. You just have to be 1246 or higher.
Do you know who 1243
Are you
45 is?
Actually, I'm 1242. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, I
That's a
don't. I
big
mean,
game right there.
really, I just try to like zone out all the distractions, and so I just really try to like make it a thing to not know
Tunnel vision.
like tunnel vision.
Bam.
There,
All the way to the
1246 to
top.
number one.
Is this your first radio interview? Is this like fame
Um,
starting? I mean,
well-
not radio interview, but like podcast.
First podcast.
Have
not.
you been interviewed yet?
I have been interviewed several times
Really?
in Mexico
Oh.
and in Finland. In Finland, they actually
Wow. Oh,
I was
that's kinda
interviewed
cool.
by a guy who only spoke Finnish, and so I had a
So-
translator there.
Oh, okay. I
And
was
they
gonna say,
posted an
how would that
article
work?
about me in a
That's
newspaper
cool.
there, which is
I
kind
got
of
an
fun.
article posted about me as a vocalist.
I got one
One
posted
time.
about me as a Lego robot
As a
um,
Lego robot.
designer.
Oh, I was like,
Me and Joe were both.
Yeah, we had the Gazette come to my basement, literally like the room over there.
I used to deliver the Gazette. That was my
Okay,
first
so-
job.
Me too.
I one time helped a friend deliver newspapers, and it was the worst day ever.
Oh,
'Cause
it's
he was
the
like,
worst.
You want to come over? And I was like, yeah, I do. And I was like 10, so I was like, let's play some Legos.
Yeah.
Let's do something. And he's like, great, we gotta wrap these newspapers in rubber bands and then toss them at houses. And I was like, this is
I still get
Why?
sick. I still get sick when I smell the ink off of newspapers.
oh my
It
goodness.
physically makes
My
me
brother
ill.
had to quit because he got headaches from it.
Yes. Okay, I'm not the only. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No,
That
that's
was
fine. I
disgusting.
also just made this really high pitched sound like 5 seconds ago, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be rough to listen back to.
Oh.
You know. So you're good.
Do you guys? Okay, so I was thinking about this today. Do you guys have like, so when you go places, this is super random, but when you go places, do you have like like music that you listen to every single time you go there? Like to church every Sunday, I listen to Action Bronson.
Eminem. On my way to church.
She's
Wow.
like, you only got one shot, and Grace like, here we go.
Do not miss your kid. Shit. I'm gonna let you take this one. Okay, so on your way. So on your way to
No,
church,
yeah,
it's
like
what?
every single week when I go to on Sundays, every single morning I listen to Action Bronson. I don't know if you know who Action
Nobody
Bronson
knows
is.
who
he's
Action
a
Bronson.
really good rapper.
Okay.
He has a
Oh,
cooking
okay.
show called F That's Delicious.
Really?
It's very.
He was
it's
on
actually.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
Recently.
he was on Jimmy Fallon.
And
He's
he
a
killed it.
crazy good chef, and then he broke his leg in the kitchen somehow, and then he
We
quit
all
and
know
became
how.
a famous rapper. And he's a big dude, but he's really good.
What was your
I
question?
would love to. Do we have music that that we listen to when we go to specific places? Like
Oh,
that
yes.
is for church.
Yes.
I
well,
listen to Action Bronson every. Like it's like nice.
Do you go anywhere besides church, or is that so? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
But like I'm saying like every single Sunday,
Yeah.
it's like
gotcha.
I put on my Action Bronson.
What
Yeah.
about you? To prepare you for church?
I guess.
Well,
I mean,
that's
it's not,
not
really
great.
preparation, but
It's more so distraction.
yeah, well, to distract myself from the fact that I'm going to church.
Yes.
Wow.
Man,
sad.
that's sad.
Yeah.
Grace, what about you?
I feel like.
Do
oh.
you or like anywhere?
Okay,
'Cause
so
I
my
just realized I
my
did
music.
Today, and I was like, I do this all the time.
Short trips, no. Like short trips, I'm
Right.
like always trying to like figure out. I don't know. I'm just listening, thinking of like what's new. So I don't like to get in routines on my short trips, like to work or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I ever take a road trip, I always listen to like I'll go back a few. If I ever go somewhere where I visited before, like a few years ago, I'll like remember what I was listening to when I went to that place, and I'll like re-listen to the same stuff. It's like an emotional thing.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That makes sense.
So like for instance. So like for instance,
Cool.
Sure.
no, okay, so like there was this trip that I take up to Pennsylvania, and I used to go there like 6-7 years ago. I used to drive up there twice a year for tournaments.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I was
then
in
every
this,
time you go there now, you listen to the same
so I
thing?
listen to the same thing.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I got
What
you.
is the same thing that you listen to?
Little John Mayer.
Oh, John.
Mm.
Lil John or John Mayer?
Lil John Mayer.
Or Lil John Mayer?
Both. I just
Lil
put it
John
together.
Mayer. That's good. The combination.
I'm not a John Mayer fan.
I love John Mayer.
He just came out with another
He
thing. right?
did.
That's great.
I heard it was
I just
good, but I don't
downloaded
like
it.
John
It's
Mayer
really
at
good.
all.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't like him.
Yeah, I think he dated Taylor Swift, and she wrote a song about him. So like, of course, and ever since then, I'm like not.
Oh.
I don't have the
You gotta
same
take
connection
sides with
with
Taylor.
him. Yeah, definitely.
I feel you. Taylor seems like she's pretty crazy though.
Yeah, she's insane.
No way.
She's insane.
She seems
She's
pretty
insane.
crazy.
First of all,
She's insane.
you think so? What would it be like, David, if you dated Taylor Swift?
He wouldn't.
It would end.
It would end.
Because she's insane.
Wait, really?
If you could date a celebrity, who would you date?
Ooh, that's
Wait,
a
I
good
never
question.
got to say
Oh,
my answer.
yeah, we
Oh,
don't care,
sorry.
David.
Yeah,
No
we're
one
done
ever
with you,
cares
David.
about me.
I think-
Go to the last two podcasts.
That's
No one
true.
cares.
Oh, that's right. All right, we have to give him some time to speak. David, go ahead.
Gosh.
You've got 10 seconds.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Gosh. Oh. For
9,
instance,
Okay.
8,
um,
7,
I.
6,
5,
4,
3.
It's not like
2.
And
the same
1.
places. I'll listen to the same stuff, but like when it's like when I'm doing certain things. So when I clean my room, I listen to the same like genre of music, and then when I'm like running,
This was the most
when
boring
I'm
answer.
running,
Disclaimer. This is almost worse than mine, and mine was pretty bad.
it's because
Disclaimer.
y'all-
He never cleans his room.
That's what
so.
I was gonna say. So you never listen to that.
So you don't
genre
ever
of
listen
music.
to
Exactly.
whatever that genre is.
Whatever that genre is.
I'm sorry, David. Keep going.
No, it's okay. I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Let's get back to my more
Y'all are the
interesting
worst.
question.
I had a great answer, and then I was over.
No. What? Okay, I know you're thinking of one particular artist. Who is it?
I forget.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, then
Well,
that's
for
such a lame answer. Why did you want to answer if
I
you didn't have an
know.
answer?
I did. And
Oh,
I
then what
forgot
is it?
Once
Oh.
y'all started
Okay.
yelling at me. And everything.
Thanks,
I'm
David,
so sorry.
for wasting our time.
How
Grace
dare
Grace is a busy
I have
girl.
limited time.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question you asked a
I
second ago,
said,
though? That was
You
perfect.
what
marry any
if you?
celebrity?
No,
If you
not
could
marry.
date.
Date. Like, yeah. So,
Mm.
like, specifically not marry. Like, you're dating this person. Who would you date?
Um.
Do they have to be alive?
Yes, David.
Yes.
They have to.
We're
be
gonna say
alive.
yes for this question.
He was gonna say Audrey Hepburn.
No.
Well, no. There's
Maybe.
another question that we ask a lot to each other or to like friends and
Okay.
stuff, which is like if you could talk to any celebrity
I
ever.
already have that.
I would say either Audrey Hepburn having like a croissant in
Mhm.
France or something,
Mhm.
or Johnny Cash
New York.
with like a cigar or something.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But anyways, back to the dating question. Who would you date, Grace?
Who would I date? Well, I had a huge crush on a guy who I now found out. I think he's gay. I'm
Oh.
not totally sure. So that's
You-
kind of a problem. But I would still date him, I
Oh.
think. My favorite show was Prison Break. Love that
Yeah.
show.
I never got behind
Love
Guy with
that
the beady
show.
eyes,
You talking about Wentworth Miller?
the main guy.
Yes.
Then yeah. he has
Yeah.
beady eyes.
Wentworth Miller. He's got some eyes. Yeah. He is so attractive. So I just kind of felt like as
like this, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, and as I watched the show, it just felt like we were dating already. So
dating from
so it was
in
just
prison,
like I just felt like I was a part of what was happening in his life.
trying to escape
in
prison.
the show. Yeah.
You've probably been there.
Yeah. So
Oh,
so yeah,
man.
I would date him. I also I totally wouldn't date him anymore, but I had a huge thing for Elijah Woods when Lord of the Rings came out.
Elijah
yeah.
Wood is a
Frodo
well,
Baggins.
he's your height. He's
Frodo
probably
Baggins.
taller than you.
Okay, we've
Frodo's
talked about the
probably
height
taller.
thing. Sensitive. Okay, we've talked about this.
Oh my goodness.
Who would you date, David? And yes, they do have to be alive.
And your girlfriend is listening.
And your girlfriend is listening. Oh,
Uh,
shoot.
I don't know.
David's
Oh,
gonna say some like stupid photographer or something. He's gonna be
Probably.
like,
Nobody's gonna know who she
this
is.
really famous photographer named Abby Melrose.
oh okay,
Oh my
nope,
gosh.
no, that doesn't count.
This is a professional
This
setting.
is
Fine.
professional.
Um,
Hey, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
She tried calling me during the podcast.
Yeah,
Oh.
no,
I was like,
she's
We're
no.
so sorry.
Abby, stop
Sorry.
talking to David. Stop.
Who would I date? Who do you think I would date? Match me up with a celebrity.
Oh, this is good. Okay, I
yeah,
could
that's
do
a good.
this. I could
Yeah,
definitely
that's
do
a good
this.
idea. Let's all like
I-
match each other with.
Ugh.
Okay, so David.
I don't trust you. If I'm
Joe,
nice to you
you're
guys,
with
will be nice to
Helena
me.
Bonham Carter.
Who? Helena Carter.
Helena Bonham Carter.
I don't know who that is.
Joe would be
Tim
David?
Burton's wife.
Still
Tim
don't know.
Burton's wife.
Ted Burton.
with.
Tim Burton's
I
wife.
still don't know who that is.
She plays a lot of people.
Okay.
Joe would be.
Bellatrix.
Joe
She's
would be
Bellatrix.
with
Oh
the.
no.
Joe would be with that really hot Spanish lady on Modern Family.
Sophia Vergara.
Yes.
Ew.
Oh my god, they're both.
I
just
don't
as
think
loud.
that's ever been in the same.
That's true. Wow, dude.
I've never heard Eddie.
Out, dude.
I don't think anybody's ever said Sophia whatever in the and ew in the same sentence.
I think a lot
I
of
just
people
did.
Okay.
are. So,
So
obviously
you need
not-
someone more like submissive, like what do you want?
No, I'm not Sophia Vergara.
Okay.
Joe would want to date.
Fat Amy. I'm just throwing. I mean, if you didn't want her, I don't know. What are you looking for? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but we're David.
You would
She's
date,
pointing to David.
You would date. Oh my gosh, who's that girl?
It's Jess.
No. Okay, new girl. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a call. Sorry.
Oh, you can answer it.
No, it's
On
okay.
speaker.
It's all right. She hasn't earned the right to be on this podcast
Oh,
yet.
I see. She's
Mhm.
not cool enough.
The girl in that show, who's the one on Twilight?
Oh, Kristen Stewart.
I could definitely see you with like a Kristen Stewart type
Kristen
of like
Stewart?
like a little bit deeper, like just has some depth or like has some mystery to her. I could see you with somebody like that.
So
That's her
David
lesbian
would just.
side.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
She's a lesbian.
Oh, I
no,
don't think
no.
she used to be. So I'm talking about before that came out.
I feel like Grace would date the guy that played the guy in 50 Shades of Grey.
I've never seen that, and I don't know what he looks like. So no.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
Wait,
know.
who would you set me up with?
Yeah, let's think about this. I feel like you'd be with like Aziz Ansari.
No one know. Who is that?
Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
I feel like she would be
Oh.
with like Tom Cruise.
No.
Tommy Haverford.
I
They would
feel
be,
like
like,
Tom
the same
Cruise would be
height.
too.
Tom Cruise is like you're
Next
right.
reference to my height, I'm leaving. Good
Um,
luck. Good luck spreading your podcast without my fame.
Oh, that,
1246.
you know, it'd probably be easier. We're helping you out here.
Thanks, Joe.
Man, you'd probably
Okay, let me try to put my hair down, and then maybe you could.
no, it's not.
And then
gonna-
maybe you would like, envision me with somebody a little. bit.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I love Shaquille O'Neal. I love him, dude.
Gosh, I
maybe
don't know.
the
This
hair
is a
down
hard
trick
game.
worked.
This is a hard question.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. It has to be someone's. I don't know. Roger Federer.
Yeah.
He's married.
Oh, well,
You
Shaq
still-
is
like,
too.
too
Shaq's
classy.
life is like
Like-
shorter than you.
You need to they need to not be so classy, like not as classy as Roger Federer.
Yeah.
My sister
Actually-
and I made up a word on
Grayson-
Valentine's Day.
Justin Timberlake would be perfect.
JT,
Yeah.
are you just saying that to butter me up?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
No, I feel like that would be a dynamic duo.
Oh my
The
gosh.
dynamic duo. Grace Leake and Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
It's like on those like fact pages. It's like, did you know Justin Timberlake dates the 1242nd tennis
I'm
player
on
in the
tabloids
world?
everywhere.
Yeah, they're just oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is gonna be released, so we
She's
might have
so
to get a copyright
good.
like
Oh my gosh,
protection.
she's so short.
She's too short for him.
Okay, 2 height references, fellas.
That wasn't us. That was
Oh.
the tabloids.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
tabloids that we're talking
They
about.
like they target everyone's.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Everyone's everyone. If you
Everyone's
could talk to any, all right, let's go back to that other question.
Okay.
If you could talk to anybody dead or alive for like, just like have a conversation with for like I don't know, like a day,
Mhm.
who would it be?
Jesus.
It would be.
Jesus does not count.
Yeah,
Wow.
I wasn't gonna say Jesus,
Good.
so
Fine.
Jesus doesn't count.
I talk to him all the time anyway. So.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I've thought a lot about this question. It would be Britt Nicole.
I don't know. who
Who's
that
Britt
is.
Nicole?
She's a music artist.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about now?
Nope.
I wanna set the world on fire. You never heard that song?
I have not.
No.
Okay, that was. If you want me to keep going,
No,
though.
it's fine.
No, Britt Nicole is a music artist, and she has. I love her, like, the depth in her songs, but she also, like, has never. You know when you just want to know what somebody's story is? You just, like, know that they have a story.
Yeah.
You want to know what it
I
is.
think you're talking about tennis.
Huh? What? I missed that, so it's not even funny to me.
You're gonna have to wait till you re-listen.
Great.
To find out.
Okay. You're the worst. So
Oh, that
I
was
would
funny.
love to sit down and talk to her. I feel like she has a story. I would love to hear
That's
it.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely Tim
Okay.
Tebow as well.
Tim Tebow would be
He
interesting.
does have a cool story.
Well,
Yeah.
But
Tim
have you
Tebow.
read it?
Yeah. No. Have you?
Like the first half.
No, you haven't.
And then
That's
it
a
was
lie.
boring, so he stopped.
Yeah, he's like,
Even
Even
this
though it
is
would be
lame.
so interesting
Oh,
to
yeah.
get.
But I didn't care enough, so.
Mhm.
I mean, I found the.
I think
So
it might be.
clearly, you didn't have an
Interesting
interesting
part.
story.
I think it might be time to crack open that second root
Yeah,
beer. Can we
David's-
get that on the sound effects? Because I'd like some.
Got it. Perfect. Okay. David
Sound
wants
that's
to be an
never been heard
ASMR
before.
person with the
I really
root beer.
don't. That'd be terrible.
We should do like
You
an
would just, like-
entire ASMR podcast sometime.
That sounds awful. Can I
does,
have some of
just-
that?
You're about to pour root beer into
No,
your
no, no.
water?
Ooh.
No,
That's
I'm just gonna
so
sip
gross.
it from the can.
No, you're an athlete.
You don't.
Remember what this does to your bones.
Grace, who is your biggest inspiration in life
Tennis.
and tennis?
In
Okay.
life and in tennis. Oh, great question. I'm
Thank
gonna hold that sip of root beer. No, you don't get it back. You don't get it back. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Greatest inspiration is my dad.
Aww.
He is. Yeah, he's just done a lot of things that most people just talk about doing.
That's cool.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
he.
I get that.
Yeah. Do you?
Elaborate.
No, like
Shut
those
Okay.
people are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, he stepped out in a lot of places where most people haven't, or most people have just talked about. And he's always talked to me my entire life about making decisions on faith and stepping out in
What do you
places
say
where
about
most people
coming on this
wouldn't.
podcast? Anything?
We prayed about it before this.
Is this really a good idea? The
Yeah.
fame's gonna come quick after you're done with this
Most
podcast.
people just
Yeah.
talk about coming onto our podcast, but Grace actually
Grace just-
came.
I
actually
did it.
does.
I did what other people
After
wouldn't
3 weeks
do.
of procrastinating, where we had
No,
to just
3
like,
weeks of strategizing.
Oh, interesting.
I
So,
told
this
you
week
that.
is probably the most viewers.
Probably. Are there people that listen live?
No, that'd
No.
be cool.
Oh, okay.
I might try and.
I
do
just
that
wanted to
at
say
some
hey to
point,
my
but we need
fans.
to get a better camera.
Yeah.
You can say hi to them now.
Hey, fans.
We have. We have the ability to do that, but we need better equipment.
Mm-hmm.
But we could.
So
if
back
we
to me.
Yeah.
want. Have you ever signed anything?
Okay, first of all, yes, I actually signed somebody's iPhone in Mexico, but I'll show you.
Mexico doesn't count.
Time.
Joe, can you
This
not
is
say
an
on
international
one
tournament.
question?
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna stay on that question, and then I'm gonna answer because
Okay,
I've
fine.
signed.
Actually, Mexico
need
is
to,
still.
like-
That's
It's
cool. that
It's
you've signed
still like a
something.
part of the
Yeah,
world.
you
It's not
signed
like
something. That's
I
true.
just
You're
made
right.
up place.
Right.
Sure.
So, so greatest sports inspiration though. I get most of my inspiration from athletes. Greatest sports inspiration is Kurt Warner. I don't know if you've ever read
Oh
his
yeah.
book.
I've never read his book, but I know who he is.
Yeah, so he has a book called All Things Possible, all-time favorite book. And I love hearing stories of people that like they wouldn't normally be where they were unless God had like come through for them. So that's totally his story. It just sounded like you were like, "Oh, okay."
Oh
Um,
no.
Yeah, he has a super cool story. So that's been inspiring to me on my journey with tennis.
What a journey.
Can I
it's
have my
been.
root beer back? It has been a journey. I've been playing for 20 years. So
You got it.
you're the worst. So yeah, I would say my dad, Kurt Warner,
Oh
two
my
biggest
goodness.
inspirations.
That's cool.
What if you
David
had,
Keeler
like,
coming in third.
Kurt Warner and your
Oh,
dad in
that's
the living
nice.
room
What
and
about
just
me?
Talk to them for hours.
That'd be cool. What would? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could ask Kurt Warner one question, what would it be?
On
Kurt's
the
listening.
spot. On the
Kurt's
Kurt is listening.
A listener.
He's
A
an
weekly listener.
I feel
He's
like
an active listener.
okay. I know you're joking, but I'm actually taking this question seriously.
No, I know. I'm not joking. I want to know the
what
answer.
question? I feel like that's so hard. I'm a very. Can you show me?
All right. That's what you'd ask him. Can you show me?
No, I would ask him. That's a great question. This is the first thing that's coming to my
Thanks.
mind. I might think of something later. I'd probably ask him what he feels is the most pivotal moment in his attaining his goals. Like, what was the biggest decision or biggest step or biggest
Oh, that's
character
cool. I
trait
get
that
it.
he had
Yeah.
that resulted in his
Interesting.
success? And then I'd be like, cool,
That's really
I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I would ask him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What was I feel like you asked another question after that, and you were like, oh, stay
We
on
had like
track.
5 different tangents. We had Mexico.
Oh, you asked if I had
That's true.
signed autographs.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have signed autographs.
Yeah. Where have you signed?
So
So you signed one in Mexico.
signed a few. I
Did you,
signed
like-
an iPhone. I signed a couple body parts in Mexico too.
Wow.
The kids, it's really cool actually. Like at the tournaments, I mean,
How many tournaments have you played in Mexico? Like, are you like a star there?
apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
No, I
really?
played a tournament there in Tampico, which is like on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coast.
Mhm.
And it's just there's not a lot of sports events that happens there, and the way that they run the tournament there, they make it they just make it really accessible for tons of fans to come out. So to all the little kids, you're like the greatest thing that's ever happened, and you're
Oh.
playing on stadium courts, and they're watching you, and they think that you're
Yeah, I feel that.
they think that you're super
That makes
famous. So
sense.
to them, it's like
I mean,
they're
that's
getting an
cool. That's
autograph
cool.
from like somebody famous.
That's cool.
Which
So-
is why you keep playing tennis matches in Mexico.
Oh well, I've only played
So
one,
you're
but I
like,
am
"Hey,
planning
guys,
on going back.
check it
For the
out.
kids.
I am planning on going
I'm
back.
here.
But I have actually I should look up the picture, but probably not during the podcast.
Yeah, they
but
can't see it.
They can't. But there's a picture that one of the tournament directors got of like 20 kids around me getting autographs, and that was like a
Whoa.
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
It was just I don't know, it's just cool because
that is
I
cool.
used to be one of those kids like
Mm. Like
getting
that, that's
autographs from
special.
people. So
Yeah, I
but yeah, a
feel
couple
like-
body parts, and I signed an iPhone, and the person who asked me to sign their iPhone, I go, "Are
Yeah,
you
like,
sure?
what?
Like are you sure you want me to do this?" They were like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." So they got a picture of me signing their iPhone.
That's
so
cool.
I don't know. I mean, it's something,
Stardom hits.
you know. That was step 1 before the podcast.
Nice.
Have you ever signed any autographs, Joe?
Yes, I have. Probably more than you.
That's
What body
definitely
parts?
Totally true.
Well, arms. I've signed head, and I've signed a bunch of just like pieces of paper and stuff.
Bunch of butts.
Mostly because David's probably signed a few too. Because we were in.
Just he hasn't, Abby. He hasn't signed any butts.
I did. What?
What?
How did you get to butts?
You said butts.
I never said butts.
Re-listen to this. You said butts. Anyway,
You have
Anyway.
a bubble in your throat.
I do.
No, I've signed a few things because of the play. We were
That's
in
right.
high school plays for a really long time,
Mhm.
and
I'm
so I had
bored.
a lot of people. What? David wasn't.
I said I'm bored.
Oh, he's bored. But yeah, I signed a lot of things during that.
That was actually the first time I ever
Took
like
photos
saw you.
with people and signed things for them.
Hmm I actually secretly really wanted to know you when you were doing the plays. Like,
Really?
Wait,
I
you-
thought you
I
were
think
really
you told me
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You-
I was.
You were at the church during that?
I was.
For which-
His last play,
Just like
Godspell.
Oh, the last one. Yeah, Godspell was
Mhm.
so much fun.
Yeah, and I just remember. Well, I just think, first of all, I was like analyzing the whole situation because I'd never seen a Cov Life play.
Cover
And I
Life
just
plays
remember
are
this-
legit.
They are good, and I remember just seeing Joe like running everywhere, and I was like, yeah, if I was in the play, that's probably who I would be most
Most what?
most like.
Grace keeps
most
stepping away from the mic to like burp and like
Throw up.
and then
I'm
she
not
comes
sure.
back and to like gag. She's like, "Hold on."
Maybe.
We have 2 buckets on either side of
Maybe
her chair.
Yeah,
If
we've
you-
got 2
Just in
buckets
case.
just in case she's chugging
Maybe
a root
if you
beer.
provided me with some water,
There's
Literally
a glass
I
of
wouldn't
water
have to
right in
clear
front
my
of you.
throat
Literally
so
right there.
frequently.
Look at that water.
You can drink it.
Do you
It's
not want it?
literally
It's a
all the
full
way up.
glass of water.
We've been going for like many minutes, and you haven't.
She's
taken
now
any.
holding her throat, trying to hold the puke back.
Ew.
I think there's just a little rasp. When you're a singer, you know,
You're a singer.
I am. When you sing
What's your world
and
ranking?
you use
What's your singing world
in
ranking?
singing.
Yeah.
Your singing world ranking?
No.
I don't think
I do
there
have to
is.
cough.
Dropped number
though.
3, bro. I'm so sad.
Dude, number 3. Ugh. Have you been to any concerts lately?
No,
Oh,
but I'm so
cool. What
happy
a-
you asked. So happy you asked. I'm getting tickets right now to go see Dan and Shay
Right now?
tonight.
Dan and Shay.
Dan and Shay. Love Dan and Shay. Don't
They're
knock
the
it.
worst.
Second, you asked me a question. Let me
Sure,
finish.
yeah.
Second thing, I'm going to go see Daya. I don't know if you say Daya or Daya. I call her
I
Daya.
think I know who that is.
Yeah. Awesome. Love her. She's going to be in Pennsylvania. Carrie Job.
Don't know
Nice.
who that
Coming-
is.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think I do.
You do.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you,
Yes.
David.
Have you listened
So
to her new album?
yes,
Great.
The Garden.
Garden.
Okay.
Welcome to the garden.
Then I saw. Okay. And then I really want to go see Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
I
What about
really want
Justin Timberlake?
JT. Well, we're dating, so I don't want to like. I don't want to like
Right.
go. I mean, I want to support him at his performances,
Yeah,
but
but
I
you
also
don't
just
wanna
feel
be
like I don't want to be
too-
extra pressure
Yeah, I
or
feel
like
you.
put too. Both
He
for.
might trip if he sees you.
Well, his
in the crowd.
He'll
performance.
stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, his
Because
performance.
the whole crowd will be like normal size, and then there will be a hole somewhere, and you'll be like, "Oh, she's probably down there."
That's fine.
If you could see like any show or like band, who would you see?
You think that I'm gonna go ahead and answer your questions now?
I have the best concerts lined up that I'm going to. I'm really
Where are you
excited.
going?
I'm seeing U2.
That's cool.
Oh,
I mean, like
What?
I don't care, but it'd be cool to see you two to
Mhm.
say I
Yeah.
saw you too.
Yeah.
Like I don't
saw
really
you
care
too.
about their music. but
yeah.
whatever.
So basically, you just Instagram the whole time so that people would know.
no,
that
I
you
don't
were on YouTube.
Instagram like anything.
You would
And then
Snapchat
I'm
it.
seeing Sigur Rós.
Who?
When?
The day before I'm seeing Bon Iver.
You're going to? Did you buy your Bon Iver ticket?
Yeah.
How much was it?
Well, it was like pre-sale, so it was
What's a
80.
Really?
But now they're like over 100.
God dang it. Okay,
know.
well you gotta send me the link to that,
I
bro.
will. I
And
will.
when are you seeing Sigur Rós?
The day before, so the 23rd.
Like, how much is that?
Did you say Rick Ross or?
Yes.
It makes me want to
No, we
puke as
did
well.
not. Yeah. When is? Or how much was Sigur Rós?
Oh shoot!
Oh.
I'm gonna make sure that Ben doesn't listen to this because I bought him tickets for his birthday.
Well, way to go and throw that out there.
Now we can't.
Now
market
he
this.
knows that you bought him tickets for his birthday. Instead, you could have just said, "Yeah, I'm going," and then when he listens, he's
Yeah,
like,
but he
"You're
wouldn't have
going?
known that I
That's
was
cool."
going.
And then you'd be like, "Yeah, and I bought you tickets too." But now he knows.
Or actually,
Happy
maybe-
birthday, Ben.
maybe
This
this
is
is
how you let him know.
This is a good way to let him know.
Exactly.
I
Happy
birthday,
birthday to you.
There we go.
It sounds birthday
No.
yet, though,
Oh,
so.
she's done.
I'm done
Who would you see?
because who would I see?
Yeah, like what band or
Oh, I'm also
artist?
going to see Chance the Rapper.
I want to see Chance real bad. I
Okay,
think I have a
definitely-
ticket lined up for that. And
Do
I
you really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. And
I'm
I
really excited.
really want to go to see Bon Iver.
Boney Bear.
Boney Bear.
Bon Iver.
Oh, Boney
Bon Iver.
Boney Bear.
Bonneville.
Boney
Bon
Bear.
Iver.
Yeah.
Many
Bon
music songs to
Iver.
play.
I love
Sigur
that.
Rós would be cool, but I'm not going to that one. And who else do I want to see? I want to see Post Malone real bad. We talked about Post Malone last
talked
week,
about
so let's
Post
not talk
Malone.
about it
I
again.
feel like I'm the kind of person that like is the friend that you give new music to, not the one that like knows a ton of
Probably,
good stuff.
probably.
So I
What was the
usually
biggest concert you've been to?
I've been to 3 Taylor Swift concerts,
Oh,
but I saw her.
dang.
I saw her in 19, but I got 2 of them for free.
Oh, that's nice.
What?
Because
Like-
you're,
like
you're a pro tennis player. and
in-state- yes.
JT was like, "Here's some tickets."
Yes,
Right.
I was like, I was on the floor. I was really close to her. Got 2
Really?
free tickets to the Red Tour in 1989.
The Red album
Yeah.
is still like one of my top albums ever. I was in like
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
Okay.
Wait,
That
If
makes me
before
happy. I
Red,
just
his
wanna make
before
sure.
Instagram, it's like every
if
other
you stalk
picture
my
is Taylor
Instagram,
Swift.
I used to like love Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And Red was like my freaking jam.
Red was
like,
good.
I was like posting all the singles before they were
Start
out.
singing
and
your
stuff.
favorite song from it right now.
Well, there's too many.
There are a
There's
lot.
The Lucky One is a good song.
Yes.
22 is not one of my favorites.
Was
Uh,
that on the Red album?
Yeah, it was.
See, I turned 22.
didn't
I'm the
really
same
like-
age as
I
Taylor.
knew you were Trouble Either.
We're 2 days apart in age. Taylor and I, same year, 2 days apart. So all of her songs would come out like as I was
Wow.
turning. Like her song
What's the other
15 came out when I was 15. Her song
interesting.
22
That's
came
kinda
out.
funny.
So I just feel like I don't know. We're
What's
kind of
the-
close.
what's
We've
that
kind of
other
bonded
song?
through that.
It's I forget what it's called, but it was really good, and it was like
Oh, it's the one. Yes.
Oh, I have all of them.
My favorite one off of the Red album was oh my gosh. And all her songs would always come out during like really bad breakups.
Oh,
Her song All Too Well. That was my song.
All Too Well's really good.
Dun,
All
dun,
too well.
dun,
Holy
dun.
Ground.
Yeah.
Holy Grail. Hey, JT's in that song.
JT is not.
No,
in
he's not.
Holy Grail.
Holy
Began
Grail.
Again was good. Other day.
This is terrible.
That was my jam. What's the other one I
Let's do
really
the
liked?
one-
Sad, Beautiful, Tragic.
Ugh. You want me to just start it off for you real quick?
She almost started singing and then realized.
No, I didn't.
Well, you were
I know
close.
when to jump in. These are all my repeat albums.
Nope. You missed it. You got it. Here we go.
My life is sad.
Long handwritten notes
Tragic.
deep in your locket.
Okay, great. We're done.
Pocket. Words,
Okay.
how little they mean
Sure.
when you're a little too late.
I hope that when we
That
play that
doesn't
back,
rhyme.
you can actually hear the song, because it might just be you singing, and if it is, it's going to be awkward.
I do not care.
Good.
I've been working on my vocals, so
Good work.
Do you take lessons?
thanks for believing in me, listeners. Do I take lessons? No, but I have taken vocal lessons
She's like, no,
before.
I don't need lessons.
No,
That's
I have.
what I
I
asked.
have
I've
taken.
lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
yes. Okay.
I have.
By whom?
I wouldn't say that was a good reflection of that. I'm not
2
like.
years later.
Imagine
This
what.
is who I am
imagine.
today.
Imagine where my starting point was.
Oh,
Probably throwing up a ton
what?
because she's been throwing up this entire
Oh,
time.
that's true. She's thrown up a
What?
few times.
I'm like not even sure where
You
this
keep
is
going.
going.
Hold on. All right. Anyways.
I think they're just jealous and trying to make me look bad since you can't
Pretty much.
see us right now.
Oh, can we talk about this for a second? So you're the
Yeah.
second of the 3 guests we've had to show up with no shoes on.
Oh, real? Did Emily Patton show up with no shoes on?
Emily showed up with shoes. Ben Somerville didn't show up with shoes on either.
Well, today
People
it's
just
just been that
don't
kind
like
of day.
shoes
No, it's just been that kind
at
of
our
day,
podcast.
and I
But
was
you
really.
showed up in socks. That's kind
First-
of the worst. 'Cause you're
These
gonna
are
ruin
great
your
socks. No, they're great socks. So,
I feel like you're gonna ruin them.
well, sorry that you have a sock fetish, but
Hold on.
What?
What? That is not what I said
Dude,
at
you're not wearing
all.
shoes either.
episode 3 of
Yeah,
the Bizarre Podcast, Joe's sock fetish.
Ew.
I'll tell you right now. I have like 1 pair of socks, and I rarely ever wear them. I don't like socks.
That's
Do you
disgusting.
wash your feet?
Yes, I do.
From what I
No,
can see
all the
right
shoes
now,
I
no.
wear though.
Yeah,
I
it's
only
so
wear
funny.
them-
You know how like people deflect when they have certain things about themselves that they're insecure about, and they deflect and like make fun of other people, talk about other people's insecurities. It's just really funny to me that today we've talked about me being short
Oh.
when like you
When
don't
I'm
wash
taller
your
than
feet,
you.
and when I don't have anything on you yet, David.
Yeah.
But you know, like I just feel
No,
like there's a
I,
deflection.
I-
So
I only wear socks. Well, because like all the shoes stop staring at my feet, Grace.
I glanced.
Well,
Don't flatter yourself.
Eyes up here. Eyes up here.
Eyes up here, Grace. I only wear socks when I would wear like shoes that need socks, but I only ever wear like Toms and like
Toms and
Vans.
Bobs.
that
You're
you
the
don't even
worst,
need
Joe, because you're
socks
like one
for.
of those self-proclaimed hipsters. Like nobody ever.
That's not true at all.
Like nobody was ever like, "Wow, Joe's like such a hipster." Joe was just like, "I'm gonna buy Toms until people recognize."
Wow. That's funny.
I've been called out.
And maybe occasionally not wash my feet. Anyway,
What should this podcast be called?
Joe.
Grace's interview. I'm telling you, I'm joining
That's
the
the
team.
Grace's interview.
Oh, Grace.
Yeah, like to join the team, like to
That's
join.
True. She's been doing
And actually, I'd like to even open this up to the listeners here and just ask, you know,
We'll
like
post
if you
a
could,
poll on Twitter.
we're gonna post a poll.
David versus Joe or versus Grace. Who should be?
No, I don't think we're choosing again. Like, I don't think they're picking me over him.
Oh,
I think,
thought. Okay.
but
so
I'd be
you
happy
just-
to be like a guest host every once in a while.
Oh, you're gonna be
because
on
I know
more than
you both
once.
travel a lot and
true.
like
That's
to
a
Mexico.
Good idea. We should totally.
When
we
I'm
should
in
have a
Japan,
segment. Oh yeah,
Grace can come
when
over.
David's in Japan.
Are you going to Japan?
Yeah, David's going
Oh,
to
I-
Japan.
when?
August.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll just start slowly. We'll just start to
that's
integrate.
a good idea.
Will
You
you
need
ever
to
be
come
gone?
on more. Actually, the week of the Dominican Republic trip, I might be gone.
Well, me too. So
You might be
That.
going a
So
different week.
I'll
though.
be hosting. I feel like a
Why?
David. I feel like a
I feel like
Joe.
there's another day that I'm gone too.
why
Feel
would
like-
I go a different week?
I don't know. You might go with the church. I might go with. Oh,
No.
just kidding. Let's not talk about that right now.
Okay.
Just
Anyway.
kidding. Anyways,
I feel like a Joe Grace podcast could get real wild, but like a David Grace podcast would just be like we'd actually get to talk about the things that we want to talk about.
me and
you
Grace
know?
would literally get nothing done.
Nothing done.
We went to breakfast and we just like me and Grace are both the same
have
type
the
of people.
same-
Like we cannot stop talking.
No.
And just talk all the time.
And we both think we're super funny, which we are.
Which we are.
We both find the other person very funny. At least, hopefully, you find me funny. I
not
find
as
you...
much as you probably find me funny,
Okay.
but we'll just keep...
Okay.
I'm just
Anyway.
kidding. No, I find you very funny, Grace.
Yeah, Joe tweets my comments all the time, so that's like my form
I
of...
tweeted
mine
them like
too.
twice.
Yeah.
That's
We're
not
the
true.
reason
What?
why people think he's
Hold
Right,
on.
right, right, 'cause he
Hold on,
uses our
hold on,
material.
Hold on.
Writers.
What tweet have I
We're
ever
the
tweeted
right-
of yours that was yours?
I could go back a ton, but you.
Can we
Name
actually
one.
get on your...
Rickner.
Because I want to go back to that breakfast that we went to.
Yeah, sure.
I want to go back to that. That morning you tweeted... We said... There was a
tweeted
couple
something you said that
one-liners.
was really funny.
Yeah, there was a couple
But I gave
one-liners
you,
that
like,
morning.
credit on it.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to revisit it because I don't remember what it was.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find it. It
Okay.
might take a few minutes.
Oh.
But let me pull this up.
Maybe not worth it. I'm going to have another... sip
David
of
and
my-
Grace, start talking about something interesting.
Clearly,
Terrible at this.
clearly we have nothing to contribute. Well, we talked about me being the second guest to come with no shoes on.
That's true.
Okay, well, I have a question. So can the guest ask a question?
Yeah, of course. Why do the guest
I feel
every
like they
single
don't.
guest so far has been like, even though you're interviewing me, can I?
Will
ask a
you have a certain type of leverage over
We're
your
on this
guests?
side
You know what
of
I'm
the
saying?
question?
Yeah.
That's true. All right, so
you're
Yeah,
ask
closer.
away.
You're closer to escape. So what's like the vision of the podcast?
Glad you asked.
Super freaking famous.
Okay. I definitely could see that happening.
Oh, can
Like,
I
I
bring
feel
this-
like- okay.
So I'm going through my. Sorry, you go.
I just had a thought.
I do. Okay.
Go ahead.
You go first.
No, you go.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is kind of terrible, but let me just bring this up because I'm going through my Twitter trying to find Grace's thing.
Can't stay
And
on one side
okay,
for 5
so
seconds.
like 2 months away, Grace is about to throw up her root beer on the floor. Swallow it. You got it. You got it, Grace. Take your time. Oh, she's dying.
Wow.
Oh, there it is.
Do not post this on any social media. David's filming me now.
Okay.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
So, like, probably like literally two months before Christmas, I thought of a great tweet because I think ahead.
Yeah.
I thought of
You're
a
a
tweet
planner.
that I was gonna tweet the day after
Like 5
Christmas.
times.
Yeah, probably has. I haven't told anyone else this though. So the day after Christmas, I was gonna tweet, shout out to the guy who gives his heart away every Christmas, or gives his girl his heart every Christmas, and then she gives it away, like the song.
Yeah.
And like literally, I think it was like Christmas Day or like the day before Christmas. The guy that sings that song, George Michael, died. So then I was like, I can't tweet this anymore. And it's really.
Oh no, you actually totally can. That'd be like a good That'd be like a great tribute.
Shout out to George Michael. Your life was sad because your girl gave your heart away every year on Christmas. But
Yeah.
You're dead now.
Yeah. Taylor Swift has my favorite rendition of that song, not surprisingly. You know
I
what?
don't
I
know
was
if
gonna
she-
I was gonna circle back while you're looking at. I was gonna circle back to what we listen to when we go different places. I think that it's gonna start to be the Bizarre podcast. I think that's gonna be.
Yes.
I think that's gonna. Because
I
I was
hope
like,
so.
because I was thinking about like, okay, who's gonna listen to this? Who's gonna really like listening to this?
Yeah.
How many people have a commute that sucks? This
Oh,
would add a
yeah.
lot of, and don't know people who are as funny as we are.
Would you say our?
You know, like I feel like this is gonna be a great
Oh.
going into work, going
Yeah.
and commuting
Oh, here it is.
podcast,
Yeah.
and it's probably gonna be my go-to on Mondays.
That's good.
So-
Alright,
I
so
remember
these are-
my real answer was it's not commutes that I listen to the same thing every
Yeah.
time because my last answer was crap because y'all were attacking me.
Yeah, so sorry.
It's weather. So like if it's really foggy,
There you
out,
go.
I'll listen to certain stuff. If it's
Depressing.
Super, like,
Oh,
sunny, or if
interesting.
it's like cold or
Yes.
So
warm.
that I would say that's self-proclaimed hipster too.
But I feel like I
listening
do that.
depending on
I feel
weather?
like I definitely do that too,
Yeah.
though. So does that
No.
make me
I
hipster?
feel like that most people like
Oh,
listen
I
to
don't
country
really
during
do
the
that.
summer and listen
Oh
to
yeah, I guess.
Definitely.
So. Okay, maybe you're
sadder
right.
stuff in the
All right,
winter.
so it's now time for the segment
Yeah.
where we talk about
Mhm.
Grace's tweets from me and Grace's
Yes.
breakfast.
Okay, can you just tell everybody what your Twitter name is?
My Twitter name right now is @gunkball. The actual name is Spaghetti Wop. All right, let me talk about this.
So now
First
that you've
one,
gained a new
we're-
2
All
followers,
right, we're reading the menu, and Grace goes, "Does that say nipples?" Oh, happiness.
That's right.
Second
I
one.
knew it was a good one.
I was trying to get a 1 second every day for my cool video that will be done by the end of
Yeah.
the year.
Are you
And I
gonna
was
take a
like,
video of me today?
Maybe
That's
I
what
should.
was
Maybe you
doing.
should.
I was like, do something cool, and you said, I was like, do something cool, like so I can get it. She goes, should I lick something? All right, and the last one.
The best part of that though was I think I was being really sincere in both of those comments. Like they were just
Oh
like
yeah, no, you.
I
were
was like
totally
thinking
serious.
like when I said
we
the
got one
nipples
more,
thing I
and
was
you were
like
also sincere.
what was it?
All right, so
There was
our
3.
waiter, I guess, was just like really
my
chill
God.
because like he let me
He was-
order you alcohol before you were even there and like stuff.
Yeah.
And then Grace looks at him like super serious, just kind of stares at him. She goes, "He's a pushover. I would eat him for lunch."
Yeah, I was actually that was one of those comments though that was 100% serious. Like I would stand by that. The other
You
two
would
comments.
eat that guy for lunch? You stand by that? You stand by the fact you'll eat that waiter at
Well,
at Bolton's for lunch?
sometimes with how I relate, this is probably not good. Sometimes with how I relate to guys, I look at them and I'm like, I don't know if you could. I don't know if I could like. I don't know where I'm taking this,
Take
but
it there.
take.
You got it. You can do it.
No, I'm just like wow. Like I would completely like own you.
What?
Like if they're like a pushover, or if they
Grace, do
wouldn't
you have
be
a
able
Twitter?
to. I do. I haven't been on it in forever. I
All right,
deleted
let's
my
go
app.
on it.
I think
Let's
it's
see
just
what's on
at Grace
Grace's
Leake.
Twitter. It is. I found it.
message.
Wow. A mess
A
into a
message.
message is a test into. I can't read that.
Money into a trial. What?
When you kind of want to do it, but not really. And it's a picture of the Nike swoosh, but it's like curved.
Yeah,
The Nike swoosh is already.
I think
Well,
they
like
need to
the
see the
line
visual
part.
of that.
Yeah.
It's funny. That was a good one though. I mostly
Most of
post.
these are just retweets.
Okay, I retweet some funny stuff
All
so
of them are retweets.
can you look at some of the funny retweets though? Can you read a couple off? Because this will I feel like this will
Sure,
really
this is
display
one of
my
them
personality.
By at Dory, the fish.
Love Dory.
Says, is there a financial aid program for concert tickets?
Yes. So given what we discussed earlier, I think that's perfect.
Did you like Finding Dory?
Loved Finding
It's
Dory.
on Netflix now.
It is. On
Is it?
Netflix.
Thanks for that PSA.
Piece of an affirmation.
Mhm.
Wait,
Where's
that makes no sense.
that? What?
What's PSA?
Oh, I found an actual
Piece
one from
of-
you.
That's really
Yeah,
funny.
makes no sense.
Oh, what's the one for me?
I found 2 actually.
What's
That
PSA?
moment when you realize you'd rather get
Public
groceries
service
and gas for Christmas than toys and clothes.
Adulting.
Hashtag adulthood.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what
that was-
someone-
Another one
there,
says
like-
the smell of coffee, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greater than signs.
Okay.
I don't know what it's
So I
greater
like
than,
coffee,
but you know,
and I feel like that says a lot about me.
listen to Carrie Job's new album, Majestic
Hey,
Revisited.
good.
Check it out here.
Can you look for just look for one other other one from me that's like kind of funny. I posted some good material. I try to like save most of my stuff though,
All right,
and
what about this one? I think your dad probably cried when he heard this one, like of happiness. I don't know why so many girls want to be cheerleaders. I want to play in the NFL.
That's good.
yeah.
Hashtag preseason.
Yes, that was good. I remember that.
I think we're done with that.
We are.
segment.
No, but I think that I don't post a lot of my funny comments on Twitter because I want to, I feel like that's material I could use for other things. Once you put it out there to the world, it can be stolen and claimed that it's other people's material. And I'm a writer, and
That's
am.
not, well, apparently according
So
to your
I don't
Twitter,
like
you're
getting
not very
my-
much of a writer.
No, I just
What
don't
do you
put my
write?
material out there. I
What do you
write
write?
everything.
Really?
I write comedy material
Oh,
for.
I want to read that
Yeah,
so bad.
I
We're
write-
gonna have a segment next time you're here called
Grace-
Grace's Many Faces, and you're
Gra-
gonna talk about all the comedy you have,
Yes.
the dramas.
I'm actually working. I have a couple writing projects I'm working on, but I wrote a book, and I'm writing. I have a couple other ideas for books, and one of them is going to be a compilation of horrible dating stories, but like hilarious dating stories. So
That's a good idea.
I do some creative writing on that, but so I like to keep my material for an audience that will pay.
Well, that's never gonna come.
And
You wrote a
says,
book?
yes, I did write a book.
You did?
Did write a book.
Is it published?
It
it
is not
published?
published
What's it
yet.
called?
I'm probably going to publish. It's called Making Tennis Simple, and it just takes a lot of.
So it's just tennis for dummies, but the Grace Leake version.
Correct.
Okay.
But it takes a lot of really complicated concepts. Tennis is very similar to golf, and so golf is a very technical sport.
Oh, okay.
So in that regard, it takes a lot of very complicated technical aspects of the sport and like makes it super easy for 15, 16, 17-year-old to understand, or somebody that even is an adult or pro player but just spins the way that you talk about technique or the way that you talk about the game and makes it a little bit easier to understand. So I wrote that probably like 3 years ago now. The
How
structure,
long is it?
it's like almost 200 pages.
Oh, dang.
So the structure of the book is finished. Most of the writing of the book is finished, but the perfecting of it. Anytime you write about something technical where your work is...
Make sure you're right.
Yeah, you have to make sure you're right. So there's a lot that I want to sift through and just make sure, does it stand up against... Would it stand up against, people coming at it with questions and things like that?
I almost started writing a book and then I stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like you.
Yeah. It was pretty much like me.
Well, but it was
thinking
cool.
about it.
No, it's actually a really rewarding experience, and I think what was really cool about it for me was just developing that skill, or like when you start to put your thoughts down on paper and start to organize it and start to work on it. It's a really rewarding project. Like you just start to see. What am I trying to say? What do you see? It's just rewarding when you start to see your thoughts take form into chapters and things like that.
Cool, yeah.
So I think I'm gonna self-publish, but I need like a 3 or 4 month period just to focus on my writing. And right now I've been way more focused on playing. That's like my definite immediate focus, because writing I can do anytime.
Yeah.
But I'd love to publish it, get it on Amazon, even get it out to. I already have some marketing ideas and whatnot. It's just a matter
That's
of like
cool.
the time.
So
So
you're here on
That's
the
what we're
Bizarre
trying to
Podcast
do.
To,
Yeah.
talk about
to
your book.
market
That's why
my
you're
book.
here.
That is
Great.
why I'm here. It hasn't been finished, but buy it when it comes out.
Yeah, we need to find a better way to advertise. I spent like a little bit of money to advertise on Facebook.
For the podcast?
Yeah, you can
No
advertise on
way.
Facebook now, and I only like our budget was like, because I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I think I gave them like $12,
Okay.
and it was like $1 a day or something, and
And
then
now
I
we're
gave
broke,
them an extra.
so-
Yeah, so now we've used
And now
but
we're
like
broke.
they kind of just like throw it as an ad on people's Facebook feeds.
Sweet.
So like a lot of people have seen it.
I would just get my picture up there. I can slide you a few pics. You can put that as like the
Be like Grace
thing.
Leake was on this podcast.
Yeah, and then like put that. You're gonna get a lot of hits for that.
That's true.
And that's free
probably.
marketing. Like I'll let you do that for free.
Oh, thanks.
So.
A lot of
That's
people
so
are
nice of
into
you.
short girls.
Okay. Well, I think this is a good time to end.
We just got started though.
No, we didn't. It's been an hour.
That was our intro.
That was an
Welcome
hour?
to
Actually,
the
well,
Bizarre
it's
Podcast.
been like 50 minutes.
That's awesome. Do you
So-
think people will listen the full way through?
No.
Well, maybe.
I probably will.
According to our YouTube analytics, they will.
Okay.
According
good.
to that,
That's
or well,
awesome.
not. It's not like assuming they will, but like people have been listening all the way
Mhm.
through, which is good.
That's
Yeah.
a
We
good.
need
Yeah.
that. Also, hopefully after today, we're trying to get sponsored.
No way.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we need 3 episodes out,
Okay.
but we may be. Hopefully,
That's
we'll be
why
able
the
to
rush
sponsor.
was there to get me on.
No, that's not true. We
Oh.
tried to get you on the last 2, but we still wouldn't have had
I
3.
feel like
if
this
we were-
has been on like the more fun side of the podcast.
This one was really
Mhm.
fun.
but it was definitely the most chaotic.
It was very chaotic, and it still will be. I hope. Okay, Grace is. We need to make sure that you stick.
We need to make sure
around.
you stick.
We need to make sure that you come back.
I
few
will
times.
be here.
Yeah, Grace is definitely gonna be back.
I feel like
She's
you-
got nothing else going on.
I
She
re-
might as well.
Yeah, between all my other podcasts,
She's got
Requests.
one podcast where she just reads her book
yeah,
out loud.
yeah. I
But
have a
she's
very.
never published
I do it in a very sultry
in
and
a,
soft
in an ASMR
tone.
voice.
ASMR voice.
Which
Yeah.
is
She sings her whole book.
All right. Well, Grace, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
This was really fun.
This is great.
I hope that you come back soon.
Goodbye to all my loyal listeners.
Goodbye to all Grace's loyal listeners and fans in Mexico.
Ciao.
All right. Bye.
Bye.